You're watching Chairman's Briefing. I'm Devin Murrigan. This episode is brought to you by Borealis Mining. We start here. Wall Street's biggest firms are expecting higher gold prices ahead. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and now Macquarie Group say economic and geopolitical uncertainties will support the metal's upward movement. While Macquarie warns of potential weakness early next year due to dollar strength, they see gold potentially reaching $3,000 per ounce later in the year. However, the forecast depends on Chinese demand and U.S. fiscal policies under President-elect Donald Trump. The precious metal continues showing technical strength, forming higher lows on price charts despite market volatility. The gold rally is also being fueled by a report that China's central bank has resumed buying gold after a 6-month pause. The People's Bank of China added 160,000 ounces to its reserves in November, bringing its total holdings to nearly 73 million ounces. As 2023's largest official gold purchaser, China's return to buying gold could boost confidence despite prices near record levels. Now, analysts say this move signals China's comfort with current high price levels. So the world's largest derivatives exchange is making it easier for individual investors to trade gold. CME Group will launch a new 1-ounce gold futures contract in January, responding to growing retail demand. The product joins CME's existing smaller-sized contracts, which have seen record trading volumes this year. Global head of metals in Jing Henning says the new contract will appeal to younger investors in Asian markets, where gold remains culturally significant. The launch comes as retail investors increasingly seek ways to add gold to their portfolios amid economic uncertainty. So all eyes will be on the U.S. Federal Reserve's interest rate announcement next week. October inflation held steady at 2.7%, setting the stage for a quarter-point rate cut. Many hope that the U.S. and Canadian monetary policy will find some degree of alignment. However, analysts warn President-elect Trump's tariff plans could reignite inflation pressures. Meanwhile, the Bank of Canada made a bold move, cutting rates by half a percentage point to 3.25%. This makes Canada's 5th rate cut this year, a pattern not seen since the pandemic in 2008 financial crisis. Gold miner Newmont has reportedly let go of nearly a dozen managers, including a member of its executive team. The move is part of a corporate overhaul. Sources say the company had initiated plans to dismiss one executive and at least 10 senior managers. The company has told employees that it plans to merge several businesses, with 5 units being consolidated into 3 and removing standalone divisions that control operations in Australia and Africa, instead combining them with units that control North America and East Asia. Newmont has now completed its 3rd major asset sale in less than a month, bringing total proceeds to $1.7 billion. The company sold its Musselwhite mine in Ontario to Orla Mining, followed by the Eleonora mine sale to Dilma. The latest deal sees SSR Mining acquire the Cripple Creek mine in Colorado for up to $275 million. Now, the Colorado acquisition will make SSR Mining America's 3rd largest gold producer, adding 170,000 ounces to its annual production. Borealis Mining has acquired Gold Bull Resources in a move aimed at fast-tracking gold production in Nevada. The deal leverages Borealis's existing processing facilities to reduce costs and accelerate development. Now, the acquisition advances Borealis's strategy to become a mid-tier gold producer by focusing on high-margin ounces near its current operations. Provenance Gold has reported exceptional results from its El Dorado project in eastern Oregon. The company's first drill hole returned 2 grams of gold per ton over 288 meters starting from surface. Even more impressive, the hole discovered a new high-grade zone yielding 13 grams gold per ton over 13 meters. Chairman Raul Pertu says these results extend previously known mineralization by 65 meters. The company is now planning a larger drilling campaign for 2025 to expand these zones further. Radisson Mining Resources has hit a spectacular gold vein at its O'Brien Gold project in Quebec. The drill hole struck 643 grams of gold per ton over 2.1 meters, including 1,345 grams over a single meter. The find is believed to extend the legendary jewelry box zone, famous for its ultra-high-grade gold. This zone produced museum-quality gold, with the O'Brien Mine operated from 1926 to 1957. Radisson plans more drilling next year to confirm the zone's potential. The discovery could pave the way for a new chapter in Quebec's gold mining history. Well, a new survey highlights Panama's sharp divide over reopening the $6.5 billion Cobre Panama copper mine. The mine has been closed for over a year after a court ruling declared its contract unconstitutional. Nationwide, 44% of respondents want the mine closed indefinitely, while the others prefer reopening it under strict conditions. The mine once drove 5% of Panama's GDP and 75% of its exports. In communities near the mine, more residents favor reopening under government supervision. The survey comes as Panama faces the economic fallout from the shutdown of one of its biggest industries. Conservation and indigenous groups are mounting fresh opposition to Seabridge Gold's massive KSM project in British Columbia. A new legal petition claims the project threatens critical salmon watersheds relied on by local communities. This is the third lawsuit filed by the Southeast Alaska Indigenous Commission against the mine. Seabridge CEO Rudy Frank says the company will aggressively defend its position. The news sent Seabridge shares down nearly 3% on the Toronto Stock Exchange. The KSM project is the world's largest undeveloped gold deposit. A Quebec Superior Court ruling has created waves across Canada's mining sector by challenging how exploration claims are granted. The court determined that governments must first consult First Nations before accepting online mining claims on their traditional territories. Quebec's government has appealed the decision, arguing it should not apply to existing claims. The ruling mirrors a similar British Columbia case from 2023. Mining companies are now expressing concern over potential delays and increased costs. Legal experts say this could fundamentally change how mining claims are processed across Canadian jurisdictions. New Zealand is witnessing a mining resurgence following government reforms to cut project approval times by 2 years to 6 months. Rua Gold has emerged as a key player, securing control of 95% of the historic Reefton Goldfield through $20 million acquisitions. Rua's CEO, Rob Eckford, secured the deal despite last-minute competition from Federation Mining. The company plans to invest $5 million in exploration over the next 6 months, targeting an area known for exceptionally high-grade gold deposits. The Reefton Goldfield region produced more than 2 million ounces of gold in its early days and is known for exceptionally high-grade gold. The World Gold Council is skeptical over China's recent announcement of a massive gold discovery. Chinese officials claim to have found more than 1,000 tons of gold in Yunnan province, valued at $83 billion. World Gold Council strategist John Reed calls the estimate aspirational, noting that just 300 tons have been identified near surface. The discovery's extreme depth of up to 3,000 meters presents significant mining challenges. China's mineral reporting standards do not align with international frameworks, making independent verification crucial. Similar grand announcements, like India's 2020 gold discovery claim, were later proven false. And that's all for this briefing. Make sure to hit subscribe and leave us a comment or two to support this channel. Thanks for being part of the show. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.